There is two well-known global catastrophic events in the human history from geology. The first one is a Toba supervolcano eruption that occurred around 74,000 years ago. And the second one, that's the one that we always discuss it here, the Younger Dryas. The Toba supervolcano eruption 74,000 years ago is very big, it's huge. So the volume of the magma is about 3,000 times of the Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980. So it's very big. There's a research and a published paper saying that if there are lots of human population, like millions of years, but after this eruption, the remaining is only like a few thousands left. So there's a bottleneck of human population at that time. This is also interesting because we know around 70,000 there is a migration worldwide, yeah? The first human migration. So we wonder whether this migration has something to do with the Toba supervolcano eruption. So is that because they want to repopulate the globe after the catastrophe? So this is what I perceive the human history. So it's a cycle of the civilization that interrupted by the global disasters. Not just one, but it could be several times. And we are the last civilization. It may be not the last one. So this is the established history. So we know that it said that we are the first and the only one civilization. And we think that the Mesopotamia is the oldest civilization in our history. But this has been shaken after the discovery of the Göbekli Tepe already, because the Göbekli Tepe has been constructed before the agriculture. So on the alternative world history, that's what we have. There's an Atlantis, and perhaps Noah also lived here. And Gunung Padang, the unit 3, is constructed in this period, might even slightly older. And what we know about the deluge, the global flood, and also the Gilgamesh, the Noah flood, and also there are many legends of the global flood around the world. It could be the same event. So that's the ancient lost civilization. And the agriculture maybe is not the invention in 11,000, but reinvention, yeah, of the lost civilization. And the Göbekli Tepe is not the first clever human being that made large construction, but I think it's the survivor of the lost civilization. And the Gunung Padang, the Unit 2 and Unit 1 is constructed on this area. It is interesting. So I make this hypothesis of the cycles of civilization is really from my own. I'm not copying from other people. I'm not looking from other books and stuff. But when I read this Plato's Timaeus, I just get shocked because he already said that. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to talk very briefly about a few sites in Indonesia. That's also very interesting. So we will be talking about the Toba Megalith pyramids, and then the Pasema megaliths in the South Sumatra, in the Dempo volcano, and then in the Central Sulawesi megalith pyramid.